I'm coming back to the surface through the alleys of my mind.
You know the entire game what's like, you can feel what's it all about, but I'm fucking crying, man. Like, some people say games are not art. They know nothing, man. And I think this is a small studio. I'm pretty sure, like, it's an indie game. You can feel it in all the play. But it was well done. I had 2 bugs throughout the entire gameplay. It is overpriced, but like it's such a, like, it's so funny and cute and everything, but the entire game you have this feeling of you're saving the life. Like, it's crazy. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. I'm so glad I saw Zashuras was playing this game and just figured out that I have it in my inventory, in my Steam libraries. It's a masterpiece, really. On another level, like, this is not about, although I was about to say that it's not about the artwork or, you know, like the how technically perfect the game is or anything, but it has less bugs than AAA games. The art is very unique. It's beautiful. Audio is great, except for a few spots where you're like, this is like a little bit, you know, tedious. But a little bit. There's like one place or two where I had to like mute effects to try and focus. It's puzzles, but you don't get stuck unless it's a bug. But it still challenges your brain.
I know you float at the surface.
Great game. Great game. To be honest, one of those games that I wouldn't care if I was like watching it being played or playing it. I want to watch the end of the credits and see if this is like true story based, and then if it doesn't say, I'm gonna check the Steam. Maybe it says like in the description. Developed in Unity, that's the software. Funding from Hapnoa, I don't even know what it is. Support by Danish Games team. Danish Film Institute. Northern. The game is important. The art of To the Moon is rudimentary, but the story is amazing. Maybe exactly. 2017. Bedtime digital games. It's a heavy. My eyes are full of tears again. It's a heavy story, and for me personal, in the end it became more personal because I survived. I was hit by a car. I have a huge scar on the back of my head. I passed away, and I survived. They were in shock that I have survived. But all these things, like the little things that if you're just playing a game, it never happened to you, probably would not make that much sense. But like when there's a little bit of like slow motion in the sound that you can hear at the end with like brakes and ambulance, but it's slow-mo. And this is what happens because of the adrenaline rush and everything. Your brain becomes so fast that the reality becomes very, very slow. So I could connect there a little bit, but also the fact that my grandpa just survived the cancer surgery and is now in like this is his everyday struggle. Like Friday to Saturday, we were checking what happens when he dies and what do we need to do, because he just gave up. And then Saturday evening, he was okay. He was back in his normal spirits. His brain works he's like a perfectly sane person, but with all the drama that is happening around him, he just drops down. And this is, I mean, it's normal. I have massive waves of depression, and I can't even imagine like, but I do feel like the humans when they are actually unwillingly presented with the end of life, they start fighting anyways, because I don't know, it's fun, or I don't even know how that works, like mentally. But this is the game about that. This is a game about, okay, it's the end, and then in your mind you have to play this game to find a reason to keep going. And no matter how funny the game is, it's there from the beginning to the end. You are laughing and everything, but you're perfectly aware, unless you're a child that does not understand what's happening, which for a child maybe this is just a funny game, but you're perfectly aware that you're trying to save life, and in the end you save life, and it's very, very touching. I love it. I love it. So glad I played.